Guys, oh, you gotta see this. Whoa. Holy crap.
To relax and you know, get away from the stress and everything.
Yeah. Hello. Hope you're doing great. I'm glad you stopped by. You had a lot of other options, but my friend, thank you for stopping by. I'm just gonna start off by saying this video, I have no idea what we're doing. We're on the Rahway again. I've had so many ideas for this video, and I got into a state where I just got into some kind of analysis paralysis. I just got off the phone with a longtime friend. It's interesting how the universe is connected, but what we're gonna try to do today is do something new, and it's on the Rahway River. I missed the tides. It's now about, the tide is going out, so the thing I want to try, we're gonna see. Well, let's get in the water and see how this goes. It turned out to be a beautiful day, so it's always gonna be a good time in the water. So let's go have some fun. And by the way, this is so slimy, this launch. I'm on Lawrence Street, that it's like being in a luge, a mud luge. This should be real easy because it's slippery. Holy crap. Oh man, I almost went in. That was dumb. Oh, woo, don't try that at home. Holy mackerel, that wasn't done on purpose. All right. I was resting onto rocks, that was silly. So do you remember, I did a video here. This is Hazelwood Avenue. And this is where the east branch of the Rahway River is. And I remember in another video I found over here on the left, this is almost, it's like an emergency ramp, but I found a red-eared slider hanging out over here. It was friendly, it was probably a pet. And under this bridge, there are a bunch of barn swallows. And look at them, they're not happy with me being under here. But let's marvel at their little songs and their beauty. Hey folks, let me see if I can find a nest to give you a little look and see what these folks do. So that's one of their nests, you can see. They're all under here, but they're pretty amazing. They come from very far from the south all the way up here to migrate. See them all flying around, singing their songs. So yeah, this is the east branch of the Rahway. I'm gonna head down here. You can see behind me some of the landmark apartments there on Hazelwood. And so, you know, I make these videos to give you a glimpse of what it may be like out there. Maybe you're busy working or don't have the ability to get out and see these things. But it's also, I get a chance to talk to you. And making this video this is the video that, it's still not done yet, but this was the video that may have never happened. And I tell you that is because I just got really tied up in trying to figure out, I wrote down on a piece of paper all these ideas, and my wife was coaching me a little bit. You know, things weren't happening right, you know, family stuff. And what I'm starting to realize is I got to take my own advice. Sometimes you just have to get in the truck or put on the boots and just start going and make a video. And that's what we're doing. And we're going to see how this goes. It's a beautiful day. We definitely have more than my 15-mile-per-hour winds that I usually like. It actually just settled down now, but it's pretty nice. But again, the tide is not going to be in our favor here. So even though I can get pretty far on this branch, I have to be careful because I may not be able to get back. But let's see what happens. Well, what do you know? It's already too low. Well, kind of. So what do we do here? Do we keep going? So right there, that tide is going out. That's almost impassable. So, I don't know. This is a deeper, so a little portage on the way back, never killed anybody. I've never been this far up. You're getting a real-time glimpse into what goes into these paddles, and you snooze, you lose, because the tide is too far gone. And if you look here, that's Elliott Street. It's all going to be portage from there on. So I want to come back and do this because there's another train track past that, but it's going to be too much for today. So I'm going to head back. We'll find some other cool things to get involved with. But yeah, you can see these shopping carts here. Those things, I mean, you need a shovel to pull those out. So, all right, let's go and see what other stuff, more fun we can have for this one. The good part of this is now we can see that we can ride the tide and take advantage. All right. And I'm going to try to hit that one part where we're losing. I don't want to get out, so I'm going to see if I can find a hole through that without scraping up the kayak too bad. Yeah, there's a lot of rocks in here I'm seeing. Oh, snap, guys. Oh, you got to see this. This is crazy. Wow. Oh, I got to show you this. That, my friend, is a snapping turtle, and it's a pretty decent sized one. Let me try to get closer. Either he's trying to get his son. Hey, buddy. He's going on. We're gonna need a bigger boat. All right, hope I'm not. There he is. I love turtles. Many of you may know that already. Well, let me see if I can give you. He just went into the murk. So I realized, not really thinking about it, just kind of getting consumed by the paddle. This is a perfect spot for a snapping turtle. I'm thinking what he was doing is he was getting some sun, but also the tide's going out. So I'm wondering if he was sitting there with his mouth open, maybe trying to tease some little fish with his little tongue, and then get some lunch. As I was coming in, there were a bunch of birds in here. Remember I was talking about that app, Merlin? I couldn't grab my phone at the time, but there's got to be like at least 5 or 6 species of birds. It's really, I get a kick out of that, and then it gives you all the information. I don't get any money from that app, but it's free. I use a free version, and it's really, you see some interesting birds through, you can identify interesting birds through the songs. All right, well, this is the part where, because I was lollygagging looking at the turtle, I might not be able to pass through this because the tide has left us behind. Let's see if we can find a hole. I think it's so deceptive. It looks deep here, but it's, all right, let's think positive. Oh. Oh, sorry, Pungo. Pungo, she's not used to getting scraped up like this. We're gonna treat her with some, we're not gonna treat her like the banger. The banger gets beat on. That banger is made for beatings. All right. So we're gonna get through here, it looks. So that on the left there, it looks like we might have a little channel to get through. Pretty please. Oh, what is that? Oh, so you know what? Wow, you can hear me making these noises. There's some like big pieces of like metal And I could tell if I scrape by that they're gonna make a pretty deep hole in the kayak, so I'm trying to avoid those. All right, that was cool. Whew, all right. Here we go. Turned out to be a gorgeous day. We're getting some gusts. So we're not, in one way our luck is not great on this, because the wind was against us on the way out and now it's in our face, so what are you gonna do? I almost lost my hat and glasses a second ago. That's Hazelwood Ave again, the bridge. And you see that apartment building on the left. I always wonder what people are doing on those, in their verandas. I see somebody out there. I see one with a bunch of really pretty flowers. That's pretty neat. I would like to have like a view of the river from my apartment. Just passing through my fine feathered friends. That might be, those are cormorants. There's a few of them. Okay, can't see that well. Yeah, it's fun. It's this river is tidal, so right now at around 12:30 all the water from the ocean came in and now it's all going out, and this is I just pulled off in a place, I just pulled off the river because I saw some inviting picnic tables and barbecues. And this is a place called the Rahway Plaza Apartments. It's actually off of East Hazelwood. And I'm just stopping, you're getting a glimpse of what I do behind the scenes. And you can see here I have, I'm eating snacks. I gotta make sure I contend with battery power. So that's a reality of doing GoPro videos, is because you can never have enough power. So first thing I did was I found a place to pull off, which was actually not that easy because there's a lot of rocks, and I don't know. I got my ruby slippers on today. I really didn't feel like getting too disgusting today, but I might. But yeah, this is the Rahway Plaza Apartments. I've actually floated by here so many times, but I've never stopped. And it's probably because I'm probably technically not supposed to be here. But last time I floated by, there was a barbecue and a fella offered me food, so they were really nice. But this looks like an awesome place for apartments, and there's like a pool over there. I think it's part of this. But yeah, so I'm taking a pit stop. We're doing stuff a little different I wanted to show you kind of what I do. And yeah, I'm gonna finish up my snacks that I dropped. Oh, no, my snacks. And I might have to switch off to this hat because the sun actually came out in force, so let's keep going. Well, first thing is, look at all this goose poop. Not cool. You'd have to, they gotta spray this probably pretty frequently. But yeah, here are the apartments. There's a pool. There's they have a park. I don't want these parents thinking I'm taking videos of the children, because I'm not. And yeah, this is where I pulled off. This is where the East Branch. So if you keep going that way, that's gonna go out to the Arthur Kill. That's back where we launched on Lawrence Street. And then this way, that's where we attempted to go down. But because I goofed up the tide and lollygagged, I couldn't get that far. But anyway, and you can see this is all gated off. So, pretty nice place though. I want to give you appreciation of like how steep this hill is here. Looks like this gets cut back. And here we go. Got to get back in there. Let's see what else we can get into. Well, sometimes you get lucky and you just get the coast. So we're just floating with the tide here and the wind. So we have the tide and the wind in our favor. Sometimes I think about this. You know, in life, sometimes you have the tide and the wind against you, but sometimes you have the tide and the wind in your favor, and you just indulge those moments. And no matter what's going on, it shall pass. So even the good things, as awesome as they are, they don't last, and the bad things don't last forever either. You know, I've paddled past here probably, I don't know, dozens of times, and I've never noticed this right here. It's so, I was just daydreaming, and it just looks like a portal to somewhere. We're not going in there, but they caught my attention. This is Route 1 above us, Route 1 and 9. Let's just keep floating, getting the freebies. When you get the freebies in life, sometimes you just run with it. Look at the wind and the tide, it is moving. I actually have some people at my at the takeout, but hopefully they'll be cool. This is why I love low tide for nature, but this, getting out of this, I mean, it's gonna be Mud City. And this is on the Rahway near Lawrence Street. Some of the sediment, yeah, I don't really want to be, got to get that off. I remember you asked me, what do you do with the kayak once it's in the truck? So I have a couple things I do here. I have the paddle, put them in here. Keep in mind, my ride's like 10 minutes back to my place. I actually take take this and throw it in here. Actually, my sunglasses are probably in here. Let's take those out. All right. And then I kind of have a system here. The strap, so that strap stays there. That one's going through the loops on the truck. And then because the seat is bolted on. So I slide through the seat here. Slide, pull that. I tuck it under the seat here. Come back out. So there's bolts on this seat. 2 bolts on each side. That's the best you could do because there's no holes in this boat like a sit on top. So what I do is I go through here. Wow, there's so many airplanes, it's so crazy. Sorry about that. And then I go here and I do this. And this thing's made out of rotomold, like the polypropylene. So you can it's pretty durable. So I pull it pretty hard. And I got that. And last step for me is I have one of these. Where is it? I'll show you. Little hook on one end. I put it in the same place here. And then it's like a ratchet. So I put that on here. Crank it a little bit. And I'm not going very far, but this should suffice. And I just kind of put this here, and then I put the rag on the end of it, because this truck, it's a 6-foot bed with the tail down. It's probably like 7 feet, but this is a 12-foot kayak, so this thing is still protruding. So I got to make sure that no jokers come up and impale themselves on here. I shouldn't say jokers, but there are a lot of people that they come right to the edge of this, which is pretty interesting. Probably not smart. So yeah, that's what this looks like. But we're not done. I feel like if you're still with me here, you deserve more. So when I say more, you know, more ramblings. I'm gonna take a walk. I don't feel like I'm done yet. You're welcome to come. You ever get this feeling? I used to call it the Sunday night blues. It's when you're gonna go back to work or whatever your normal routine is, and you're just not ready to do it. So I just finished the kayaking, but I don't really feel like I haven't feel totally refilled yet. So taking a walk to Rahway River Park. I'm just gonna go by. There's a water company here that they actually use that Rahway gets their water from, and I'm just gonna take you for a walk. It's pretty cool. It's like a little meadow here, and then there's folks back here fishing. Shit, there's a lot of people fishing back here. Everybody's getting it in. Oh wow, there's a lot of people back here. Holy mackerel. Wow. I thought this was the honeycomb hideout, but evidently not everybody knows about this spot. It's really pretty over here. This is a great spot. So you might remember another video I had where I came down here. The name of the video, I think, is called Flooded Forest. But I did a video where I actually kayaked down here, and then this was so flooded that I actually went around. The water actually came up. You could see it, and it went all around, and I kind of took it all the way, and then went back into the river, which is really interesting. Yeah, this is like a throwback. This kind of reminds me of like a industrial. Yeah. I want to see if anybody will talk to me, but I'm curious of what kind of fish they're pulling out of here. What kind of fish do you catch in here? What kind of fish? Yeah, like a bass? Do you know what kind of fish you catch? Like bass? So one little problem is I don't think they speak English, so we're not gonna be finding out. But in here you're gonna catch rainbow trout because they're stocked. You're gonna catch carp, catfish, some largemouth bass, possibly. But yeah, I don't know. My spider senses are going on back here. It's, I don't think people, there's a lot of stuff going on back here. Some of it, I don't know. But it don't matter, it's a park, it's a river, do whatever you want. Whew. So I don't have boots on, but I'm gonna go for it anyway. But yeah, this is fun. So that's the water. Yeah, people are getting it in. People are probably waiting in here. It's a nice, beautiful day. Pretty cool. It's actually quite stunning today. But yeah, this part here is not tidal because there's dams all over the place, but I've rode this when the water was like way past the dock there. The Sunday night blues. Oh, do you have those too? It's probably not a good sign if I'm getting Sunday night blues. That means that I'm not really enjoying a lot of. It's not that. It's just sometimes you feel like you don't get enough. You don't get enough weekend time or time to decompress. But check this out. This folks are really enjoying the water. Now, technically, you're not supposed to go in here. According to who, I don't know. But this water's moving pretty good. There's not much. I don't know. I'm not the expert, but if this is what you got, why not get in there? It's a beautiful place. So, but anyway, there's a lot of people in here. Yeah, this is really gorgeous, especially this, not magic hour, but it's getting close to it. But you can look, it's fantastic. A lot of people. Oh wow, there's someone taking pictures over here. I wonder if they mind. I guess, I hope not. That's, wow, they're taking professional pictures. Let me just get a little peek. I don't want to disturb them, but that's really cool. These folks are in the water. I don't want to disturb anybody, but that is really cool. Just take a walk by. So the Rahway is so beautiful that folks are taking professional pictures here, which is really, I think the same thing. It's beautiful. There's a bullfrog right here. So I ran up on Troy. He saw me. He probably wondered why I'm behind him, but he's doing his fishing. You're trying to catch some bass?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so what's the best fish you ever caught in here?
Bass.
Yeah.
About this big. So I have a couple pictures I can show you later on.
Yeah, and I like your shirt. It says chilling and grilling.
Yeah.
But you said you come out here to
relax and you know, get away from the stress and everything.
Yeah, right on. It's pretty beautiful over here. I mean, the creek behind it, or the river, is really beautiful too. But yeah, but thanks for sharing your thoughts with us.
All right, no problem. Anytime.